I like to show you what to do with the leftover, or as it now becomes the main thing. I was always thinking, what can I do with it? And as you noticed already, I'm German, so I like cookies or something. So what I have found is actually adding oats to it, rolled oats. Okay, so you have this 1 cup at the beginning, now has become 2 cups, and this now I again will do 4 cups of oats in it. So I kept it into 3, like 1/3 of the almonds and 2/3 of the almonds. Now with the detox, you're gonna make sure that it's not becomes a meal, like a flour. So 1 cup, I have prepared this already here. I'm using the NutriBullet. So this is rolled oats, and I just give them a little shake. That's it, 3 times. And now I still have some whole rolled oats in here and a little bit smaller stuff. And this I'm going to add to my almond. Okay, now I have more and more dough coming up here. I mix that, and now you can go crazy, because this amount I'm adding 3 eggs to that, because we now need something that it keeps it together. Okay, 1, 2, nice organic eggs, of course. I like the color of that. 3. What I'm adding to this is shaka mushroom or any other mushroom. In that way you also get your mushrooms in it. They are not mushrooms that you get on a trip, right? They are medicinal mushrooms. And you can actually put in whatever how much you want, but I put in here, let's say maybe 2 teaspoons. And you gotta go and mix that. Now, I'm using my fingers here because, you know, it is for home. I washed them before. If you do that for other people, you can use your feet. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But what I'm looking for is a nice consistency of this dough. I think you still can call it a dough, right? I'm cooking the water here because I also want a little bit a kind of an oil in it, and what I'm using is coconut butter. This gives a nice taste, makes it very soft. So I have this amount now. I will divide it again, because 1 part of this dough I will use for the macaroons, and the other part I will use for biscuits. So 1 part is, I would say, for the breakfast, and the other part is for the afternoon rest of coffee or the cappuccino. I will show you again. And you know, whatever you like, you want to do. If you want to make more biscuit, you keep more dough aside for the biscuit, or you want a more macaroon, you do that. So I keep this aside for the macaroon, and I keep going on the part of that will be the biscuits. Now you can put in different herbs. What we like at home is fennel, a little bit fennel seeds. And the fennel, they're whole, but not very long. Not very long. I give them a little cracking too, but not very much. This is very strong fennel, but it also helps with the digestion. So I could, for the biscuits, I don't put chocolate in it. I want them to have just the fennel seed in it, or maybe some rosemary or some thyme. It's up to you. So I have a little bit hot water here to get my coconut butter melted. It's just easier to mix it all together when it's all a little bit fluid. So there is no sugar in here and there's no salt, just the almond, the cracked almond, the oats, the rolled oats, eggs. And you can see now this coconut butter is nice and fluid. And this is about, I don't know how much it would be, maybe 3 teaspoons full or even more. The way how you know how much you need is to test your dough, right? And this is really keeps it together now. And what I will do is, you know, this is very moist, a little bit too moist. You could put maybe a little bit more oats in it. I make kind of like a sausage, okay? Little sausage. And I put it in a saran wrap, yeah. So that I can cut it. Okay, I make a little sausages there, and this I put in the fridge. And here, I got already some. Magic of the TV. And you got to experiment how it feels. I'm cooking, or if I do something, I do it really with feeling. You know, I just feel into, does it feel right or not? I'm not a really good follower of recipes, but you know, sometimes you need some kind of a recipe. So this is already has rested in the fridge. You either do it overnight or just a couple hours, it's enough. All what you want to do is you want to make sure that you can cut it now. Now you cut your biscuits. And what is really nice on it, you can still see the full oat in it. It's a lot of roughage. Okay. As this, we are going to put on a baking sheet, which I also sometimes use my silicone to put it on. And then what you do, you put it on your sheet. And even by the cutting, you know already how thick you want to cut it. I wouldn't do too thick, right? So this is almost too thick, but that's really again depend how you like it, you know. And when you have cut it all down, you put it in the oven, and you want to leave it in the oven for about, let's say, half an hour, and then you want to test it. You almost can smell it when they're ready. You want to make sure that they're not overcooked. It loses the taste on it. So just a little bit. And what happened? 2 seconds later, when you can time travel, which I can in this case, I can time travel. And the cookies are ready. So as you can see, they are ready. And they're delicious. Detox friendly. You can put on those now your homemade butter or whatever you like. And I have that as breakfast actually. I eat 2 of those and I'm really satisfied. So you don't need much of it because they are intense. They are intense cookies, but good and healthy cookies. Okay. So Like biscuits, yeah. And of course, you are allowed to have them also if you're not on a detox. You are totally allowed to do that, and then you can go crazy and maybe have some cheese on it or some plum butter as I do. But bon appetit!